Hey guys, how you doing? It's Origin Guild Gaming here, back with another video. I said I was gonna upload one tonight, so I'm gonna do that. So a lot of people when they first hear Star Wars, they go, well, like me, when I first heard Star Wars, I'll be like, well, what kind of races are in it? And are there more than just humans? Saw all these races and people. I was so curious on them, and so I educate myself on them. And one race that I love to this day, which is in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and it's not in the movie series, which it was, but they're not, are the Sith. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Well, Vader was a Sith, and Palpatine was a Sith. Yes, but there are two terms for Sith. There are Sith, humans, or any other humanoid that takes the dark side up and supports the Empire Sith, or there's the red-blooded purebloods that started the Sith. There's two differences in case. This video today is going to basically be talking about, this is basically going to be talking about Sith and what it came from. So the Sith Empire, as you saw it in the movies, and as you know, you read the books or you played a game, there's a sorry guys, there's a lot of differences, because before the Sith Empire was real big and huge, there's a world called Korriban, was the starting homeworld of the Sith, the red-blooded Sith. Sith Purebloods, what they were called. Red-skinned humanoid races. They were aggressive and violent, but they were very tribal. Now they realized, high numbers of them were force sensitive, so that's why. But I'll get all of that later. So basically, Sith Purebloods, they have like tentacle appendages, I guess you would call them, or they're very bony. Like their eyebrows will stick out, their jaw will stick out. They'll have spikes here or spikes here, and they're really big on like jewelry. So even the guys, they'll wear jewelry here and then something right here, something to distinguish themselves. Now, Korriban was holding Star World, and they never left Korriban. They were just there. That was their place. They grew up on a sandy, I guess not really desert-ish, but really red rock sand planet. Now, Sith Purebloods, yes, they are very violent. They're very aggressive breed, but they weren't all over the galaxy. They were literally just on that one planet. How the Sith Empire came to be, in fact, was that of the human exiles. So during the Jedi, who everyone views, whatever, the Jedi kind of split. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know your history, the Jedi split. There was like a Jedi Civil War, and they split, and human exiles left. Like a very notable one for me is Zozan, XOXXAN. Could be wrong. Zozan is one of the first Dark Lords of the Sith. So the Sith, majority of their life, were ruled over by kings and emperors and queens and shit like that. But when these Jedi exiles came, these human exiles, they didn't know what Jedi were. They had no clue. They had never left their planet. They didn't do space travel. They literally never left Korriban. Figuring out that these people had powers, they basically, when the Dark Jedi came there, because that's what they were, Dark Jedi, basically that's where the title came from, Dark Lords of the Sith. Because they were Dark Lords that ruled over the Sith people, enslaved the Sith people. Well, coincidentally, they started training them to use their force, because the Sith Pureblood species is one of the species that almost every single one of them is a force adept. Every single one of them can almost use force. There's very few, rare, like a 1% chance if you're a Sith Pureblood you won't have force abilities, but it happens, whatever. But they're mainly a force using race. Very hard to, I guess, it's very hard to use. It's very hard for them, because I don't even know what I'm trying to say, fuck it, but So the Dark Lords of Sith start training them, and then these Sith Purebloods realize, wow, we're a lot powerful. We're a lot more powerful than we thought. And they basically rejected these Dark Lord Sith and rose up against them. Zolzon is the only one that never actually truly died in this whole incursion. Never died. She disappeared. She taught them and then disappeared during these uprisings, which led me to believe that Zolzon is the fact behind why they arose. But going back into this here, the term Sith describes the red pure-blooded species. What you see in front of me, that's Sidious, aka Palpatine, who is a Sith. But that's just a term. There's two types of terms used, like I said. So, mostly linked to the dark side of the Force and everything like that. Sorry about that. So, allow me to clarify something here. I'll give you guys actual dates because I have it all here written down all nice and neat for me. But so the human exiles, Dark Jedi, which the Sith called, and I know the Sith language, the Sith called them Gen Ari, Gen apostrophe Ari, Gen Ari, meaning Dark Jedi. They came there in 6,900 BBY. If you don't know what BBY is, it's before the Battle of Yavin. Because there's a big battle on Yavin 4, blah 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 blah. But they came in 6,900 BBY. Here. The Sith Pureblood, so they started interbreeding too, the humans interbred with these Sith Purebloods, because humanoids can make babies for the most part, and they start interbreeding and genetic manipulation and all that twisted dark side shit to make the Sith species become more of a hybrid of both human and Sith Purebloods alike. So with that, let me think here. I got everything. Yeah, but basically they were, if you want to talk about what kind of people they were basically science and magic practitioners of the ancient Sith art. So they were basically shamanistic people who just fought each other and were barbaric. But when they started getting trained in the Force, they realized, wow, we're powerful. So after that, they started spreading their power everywhere. They started attacking everything. And the cool thing about Sith Purebloods is that they're my favorite race in the Star Wars series because they're proud, they're aggressive, they're true to themselves. They do not hide who they are. They're just doing what they feel is right. So, I have it all written down here, so it's not like I didn't do my research. But, so, cool thing about it. Ooh, hold on. Alright. So this I'll talk a little bit on their other homeworlds here a little bit. You have Korriban, like I told you, the main place for the for their starting. When they left Korriban, Sith Lords and workers went to a place called Dromund Kaas, which later became the capital of the Empire. Now, when this happened, hold on, I'm hearing clicking. Why am I hearing clicking? Okay, Dromund Kaas later became the capital of the Sith Empire. They went there, and it's a populated forest area, drenched in the dark side. Not crazy dark side, just drenched in it. pretty much. Not like Korriban. Korriban, the dark side's incarnate there, but Dromund Kaas is dark, but not to the point where, you wouldn't be tainted by it right away. So it was mainly a forested planet. When they landed there, first thing they built before the city of Dromund Kaas City, before they built it, there was a temple built. They built the temple, all the entrance, all that. They built the temple, they built all that. Later on, as those people died, they built Kaas City, and then other Sith were trying to figure out, these were ancient Sith that built those. Ancient Sith. And basically they tried to, when they built Kaas City, the Sith and the Imperials there were so curious on the temple being built, like, what's going on there? Why does it have such a dark side presence and everything like that? Little do you know, that was the Emperor's. If anyone who defied the Emperor went to fight the Emperor and they died, that's where their bodies were taken, and their Force ghosts are perpetually stuck in that temple. Scary thought, right? You think, I'm more powerful than Emperor. Emperor strikes you down and sends you to a crypt, to a tomb for the rest of your life. That's terrifying. But Dromund Kaas became capital of the Sith Empire. Imperials, now, when I say Imperials, people are, oh, what's that mean? What's that mean? What's that mean? Imperials are humans. Now, no, I'm not talking humans from the Republic side of things. I guess the best way to put it is, the Imperial homeworld is Ziost. That is where majority of the Imperials come from, is Ziost. They are humanoids who basically serve Sith. They serve the Sith themselves. Everybody is below the Sith. Everyone. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're a noble Imperial. You are below the Sith. Doesn't matter if you are a high general of whatever. A Sith not Sith Padawan. A Sith apprentice is above you. The Sith are dominant, and that's how it was. And the Imperials were happy to serve the Sith. We're happy to serve the Sith and be dominated, because they believed that the Sith Empire is the ultimate empire, that the Sith Empire will lead the way in the galaxy. I'll call that patriotism. That's one hell of patriotism. But Imperials come from the homeworld of Ziost, which was adopted after 27,000 BBY, so still before the Battle of Yavin and stuff like that. Another planet I keep bringing up is Yavin 4. It's basically it's a planet with a whole bunch of Sith temples and a whole bunch of tombs. Most of those temples are tombs for Sith Lords or one Sith Lord. That's crazy, but it's awesome all in the same instance. It's awesome. If you play this game, you go to Yavin 4. You go to Kaas City. You go to Dromund Kaas. You'll be at Korriban. That's the starting planet. You'll go to Ziost. You'll go to the 4 major worlds I just talked about. And it's incredible. The way they look and everything like that. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do gameplay for Inside and show you guys that Korriban looks fucking sweet. Ziost is awesome. Freaking, oh man, Dromund Kaas City is so beautiful, in my opinion anyway, because I'm a Sith side Empire lover for life, but that's just me. But so Sith also have subspecies, I guess, that are related to the Sith by blood. On the Yavin 4 world, there lies Masasi. They are Sith twisted. They are basically Sith experiments that were twisted by Sith alchemy. Very big race, very strong race, brutal tribal race. Now, not as advanced as their Sith Pureblood as their Sith Pureblood did it, but they were there. They were made to serve the Sith. Another species to serve the Sith. And why is my thing is not working? Wish it would stop being stupid for me. There we go. So, oh my god. So another classification of them, whenever it fucking, if I can read my own handwriting here, are I don't really butcher names, too bad. Kissai. Kssai. They're, so like I said, they are very spiritual people, and you know, they're very spiritual people. So it would make sense for them to have a priest, to have spiritual leaders and things like that. The Kissai, yep, the Kissai were another subspecies of ancient Sith, where they were also enslaved by the Sith, and the Kissai were the priest class in the Sith caste system. They studied natural force, and they were the people behind Sith magic and alchemy themselves. They're red-skinned humanoid like their Sith brothers, but they're one of the original subspecies on Korriban there. And for the longest time, Kissais were the spiritual leaders, and they were indoctrinating others the Sith themselves. They were the ones that taught the Sith everything. And the unification, they were actually unified at one point. All the Sith were unified by a guy named King Adas. King Adas was awesome. And, the Masasi and the Kissai, they fled. They left because they couldn't deal with that. And, pretty fucking scary that, like, everyone views the Sith as evil, but they were enslaved, treated like shit, treated like bare humans, treated like they're not worth shit. So they're merely, the reason why they're so aggressive and mean now is because, yeah, someone's calling me on Skype. I don't care. So everyone's like, oh, Sith are evil, the Empire's evil. No, the Sith have been hunted and killed their whole life, enslaved by humans, enslaved by who, they didn't know the difference between a dark Jedi and a Jedi. They didn't know the difference. They just knew that when these guys called themselves dark Jedi, they didn't know the difference. So after they were enslaved by dark Jedi, when they started making their reach across the galaxy saying, we want to spread the Sith Empire, they met the Republic and its Jedi defenders, which, don't get it twisted, people, the Jedi are not part of the Republic. They are not. The Jedi agreed to help the Republic defeat the Sith, because without the Jedi, the Republic would fall to the Sith. And the Jedi didn't want inherently evil creatures to take over anything. But what's crazy is, I don't believe the Empire and the Sith are evil. They are strictly what their history has made them. They've been enslaved, killed, tortured, and hunted. That breeds what? Destruction and death. So of course, they're gonna be angry. Of course, they're gonna want to attack people. Of course, they're gonna want to, do things their way. And, of course, that's to be determined. Of fucking course, man. I would, if I was a Sith, which be cool. If I was a Sith back in that era, I would be mad too that my ancestors were enslaved by humans, tortured by humans. Not speaking of the wars they've been in, like, oh my god, all the wars that they've been in is ridiculous. The shit they have dealt with is beyond that. The first hyperspace war, the Sith were almost killed off, genocided off by the Republic and its Jedi allies. They are simply what their history has made them. But on to the next subgenre of Sith people, if my thing would let me do my thing. Okay, let's give. I can't read my handwriting apparently. And all I'm trying to do is fucking pronounce this correctly, so that way you guys know what I'm saying and stuff like that. Wish my thing would stop being stupid. I have it all written down. Like when I say written down, I mean on my phone. Because who uses a notepad anymore? I don't. I can just tell this, hey, blah, 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 and I'll write down exactly what I wanted to. But, so the Sith are more than just one Sith race. They had priests and, you know, they had workers, which if this thing will pop up here, I can explain it. Alright, so Zuguruks, as what they were called, Z-U-G-U-R-U-K, are engineers. Well, the Masasi were warriors and the Kisai were priests. These people, the Zuguruks, they were engineers. Brilliantly smart people. And, you know, they were basically, were another caste of the Sith. You know, sentient species. It was part of the Korriban. They lived there as well. So there are 3 different kinds of Sith cultures there. The Zuguruk are responsible for constructing the burial mounds, so all the temples, all that stuff, and the battleships of the Sith. That is all them. And, you know, they were very much. They're weird. They were not warriors. They were just they basically constructed machines, buildings. All they did was build stuff. So the Sith had you had the Sith Purebloods, which were either, you know, warriors, normal Sith. You had the Sith Purebloods who were either warriors. They were either, and Masasis are Sith, but they're not exactly purebloods. They are big, monstrous things. They're red skin, eyes, everything, but they're not. They're Sith, but they're not exactly like their pureblood ones that dominate them. These Sith, so they're Sith purebloods. There's them. They were the warriors, and the Masasis stood alongside them as warriors, but still dominated by that one party. The Kisai were priests, and they taught the Sith code, indoctrinated the Sith code, made the Sith, you know, taught them everything about the Sith. And then you had the Zuguruks, which were there to very much just do their do their thing and build stuff, build burial mounds. Hold on, I gotta Snapchat my buddy back. Boop, boop. Why you saying tell me, hon? Hold on, I gotta Snapchat. Don't say sorry, love. Wow. Alright. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I forgot where I was. That sucks. But I guess my little thing that I'm just trying to convey here, that just because the Sith and the Empire is looked at as evil, they are only the way they are because they've had to be, because they're attacked and looked upon as evil and try to be killed. People try to kill them at every turn, so it makes sense for them to be the way they are. But That's just me. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like and subscribe and comment, and I hope you like the little information I got to you. If you would like a more in-depth video, please like, subscribe, comment. Go check out our Twitter page as well. But alright guys. Oh yeah, the Sith code. That is something I wanted to share with you guys. It's something that I like, and it's something that I take pride in, because I believe the Sith code is the most human code you can have. You know, everyone knows the Jedi code and everything like that, but you know, peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. Think on that. Think on that. Just think on it a little bit. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want me to do next. Let me know what race you want to know about next. Pick any race that you know in the Star Wars universe that you want to know about. Comment. Let me know it, and I will randomly pick one, and I will do my next video will be on them doing it. As always, this is Origin Guild Gaming, and I am Gil, Grandmaster Gil. And y'all have a lovely day now. And remember, may the Force be with you.